2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And for Memphis, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Battling it out tonight, two offenses that tend to live and die by the three. Shaq, do you think the league is becoming too perimeter-oriented?
Yeah, Kenny knows this. He has 2 rings, I have 4. Championship-level teams usually challenge you outside and inside. You got to keep the defense guessing, Ernie.
Well, the perimeter offenses could become a lot more sophisticated. 25 feet from the baskets, it's hard to impose your physicality against anyone on the defensive
There's
end.
nothing sophisticated about jacking up 83s in the game.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be physical when guys are not even coming near you.
For a guy who liked to shoot the three, would you like to be playing today?
I would, not to toot my own horn.
Go ahead, toot your own.
But I'm going to toot it. I would average easily a 20-point game. Easily 20 a game. Being able to take the amount of threes that they're able to take, 20 would be, I would be disappointed.
Drown him out.
I would be so disappointed if I didn't get 20 every night. It's the easiest era to play it. How can you shoot up 23s and call yourself a point guard? So, this is ridiculous. Any scrub could play in this era. Kevin, anybody could play in this era, Kevin. Anybody.
The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Grizzlies homestand. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And for the Grizzlies, if the season were to end today, they'd find themselves right in the playoff hunt. That's some serious progress for a team that struggled so much of last year.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee you success at this level. And that's why you have to come in with a great work ethic and an open ear and a heart that's really trying to understand the concepts of the game. It's a huge adjustment going from college to the pros. You think about it, you're playing against guys that are stronger, guys that have more of a mental advantage because they've been through the situation that you're going through the first time over and over and over. The game is much faster, players are much better, and the thing I think is usually the biggest kind of separator of levels is that your athletic ability no longer means anything. Very rarely do you come from college being the best athlete and now the best athlete in the NBA. So many different levels, and you just hope that guys don't get caught in the struggle, but understand that the struggle for any player is part of the game, part of the transition from college to the pro.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wing. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at the point. Now, here's Mitchell. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. Favors can't get it to go. On the wing, Jackson. Down low, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Ingles against Conley. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And so just over a minute and a half played. Temple the pass to Conley. Back to Temple. To the paint. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 6.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Conley against Rubio. Gobert finds Favors. And he banks in the layup.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Here's Temple, covered by Mitchell, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Grizzlies. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, the Utah Jazz, 2.5 games back.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
Now, here's Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Utah trailing here. Rubio outside. And there's the pass to Ingles. He kicks it to Favors. 17-foot shot on the way. Wow, way off on that one. Anderson dishes to Conley. Pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. Good D by Rubio.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
And Gobert kicks to Rubio. That evens the score. Rubio's got his first 2 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside. And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game. And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long. Greggy's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches the pass.
Now here's Anderson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Jackson. And there it is for him.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Here's Mitchell following the score by Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. Favors can't get it to go.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Jackson. Knocked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Conley, the pass to Gasol. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 8 points for Marc Gasol.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Rubio against Jackson. And that one's good by Favors. Favors has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
Conley against Rubio. Right side Gasol. Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rubio against Conley. Tries from 10. Here's Favors. Kicks it to Ingles. Pass to Rubio. Jazz passing it around. Mitchell. Utah the rebound. And that one's good by Favors.
That's what every team needs. Guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Memphis trailing here. Anderson with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Gasol. Anderson outside. Drills it from outside.
And the recognition Gasol has is tremendous. I mean, you can't leave anyone open or he'll find them.
The pass to Ingles. Inside. Gobert trying to get open. Favors can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gasol. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Anderson. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they respond. I mean, they lost the physical battle badly in that game. I'm sure that's still in their minds.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Boston.
Yeah, and for years the Memphis Grizzlies were a team that everyone hated to face, and an extremely proud franchise trying to right the ship after a terrible showing last season.
Here's Mack following the basket by Donovan Mitchell, and Mack kicks to Parsons. Uncovered. Misses off the right iron.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Udo. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Sefolosha. Good on the three-point shot. Sefolosha's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Green finds Mack. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Udo up top. Passes to Mitchell. Back to Udo. Now Exum. Pass to Sefolosha. From deep. Mack grabs the miss. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. From 12 feet out. No good. Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Exum off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Now here's Parsons. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Here's Caspi. And he drops it in from the low post. Caspi's got his first bucket of the night.
And Caspi is just a nuisance to guard for many reasons, including his ability to get big down low and come away with the easy bucket.
Crowder kicks to Exum. And the pass to Mitchell. The dish to Crowder. Exum deciding where to go with it. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Udo gets the bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Matt. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside, Green. Over Cephalosha. Again, Memphis.
Oh, that's just a beautiful touch from the mid-range area by Caspi. He is a highly efficient scorer from that range.
Exum kicks to Udo. 1:16 left to play here in the first. Now Cephalosha. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Now here's Matt. Parsons passes to Green. Over Udo. Green, no luck. Utah leading. Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Here's Brooks. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Exum. Not a lot of room. The Jazz working the ball around now. Lets it go from 11. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here is Mack. He kicks it to Brooks. Over Mitchell. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Exum and Mitchell, the guard tandem. Jay Crowder out there with Udo, and it's Korver in at the 3 spot. Crowder with it, now guarded by Parsons. Mitchell, count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there. The son of former NBA coach Bernie Bickerstaff, JB got his first head coaching job here in Memphis.
Yeah, I played for his father, such an intense coach and with a deep playbook. And after Fizdale was fired, JB was named the Grizzlies interim head coach. Before that, he had been an assistant in Charlotte, Minnesota, Houston. He's a young guy, but he's been around basketball a long time.
Here's Exum after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Up top, Crowder, covered by Parsons. Korver kicks to Crowder. Pass to Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Right side, Green. And the rejection by Udoh. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Caspi.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Brooks outside. Here's Mack. That one's not going to go. And Utah the other way now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. Mitchell's shot is good.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Chris, your team's battled Kobe Bryant many times. Name some of the players today who you think can compare mentally to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans, guys you played.
Oh, wow. Well, Kobe says he's seen it in Kyrie Irving and the Greek Freak and a few others. I've seen it in Westbrook and how hard he plays and KD. And I don't think Steph Curry's just this little nice, helpless guy out there on the court to shoot threes and turn around. He's one of those guys, too, that just wants to put that dagger into your heart with a deep three late in the game. So definitely Westbrook, KD, Curry, those guys come to mind for me.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Now Anderson following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Conley into the lane. Count it. Good. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
And you see the confidence, even amongst the trees. Conley possesses a cool head.
For Utah, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Udoh. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Udoh's got his second basket of the game. Rubio against Conley. Crafty move. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. And Chris, you look at Marc Gasol and how he has transformed over the years. Gone from a big body inside to a slim and sleek center.
Think about it. Marc has been so effective into his latter years because of slimming down. He's focused on his health now, and it's helped his mobility and I say playmaking. I mean, look, this guy grows his own vegetables in his backyard. That's how dedicated to his health he is.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
And the former second-round pick. Gasol's become an elite player at his position. He's a force at both ends.
Now, here's Rubio. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Favors. Rejected by Gasol.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol. Big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
Here's Conley. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
Now here's Jackson. Trailing by 4. Temple can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. 14 feet away. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Temple finds Jackson. Back to Temple. Lays it up and banks it in. Temple's got his first points of the game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Utah leading by 4. Pass to Gobert. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Gasol is doubled. Conley, the pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Here's Favors, and Jackson with the block. Conley kicks to Anderson. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 4. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Off target with his 3. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Gasol finds Conley. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Anderson against Korver. Anderson passes to Temple. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. No good off the back of the rim. Utah leading by 4. Rubio with it. 8 points his last outing. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Rubio. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And for Memphis, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Conley kicks to Jackson. Back to Conley. The kick out to Anderson. Connects from 3-point range. Anderson's got 8 points.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Last season, Mike Conley was injured, only playing 12 games the entire season.
Man, it was rough for both Conley and the Grizzlies last season. You can see how important Conley is through his absence. I mean, he's been struggling with injuries the last few years.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Favors. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kyle Korver. Now Sefolosha. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. And he overshot that one, missing. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley finds Jackson to the middle. Here's Anderson. Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
Just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
And Gobert kicks to Sefolosha. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell up top. 13 points in the game. From deep 3-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. 5th best, Michael Conley.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Down low, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are on cover.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Mitchell. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Here's Rubio. Offensive rebound, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Parsons checked in for Memphis. Shelvin Mack comes in for Garrett Temple. Exum, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Cephalosha. He has 6. Here's Ingles. 5 on the clock. Rubio outside. And it's Rubio again missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now, here's Exum. Here's the teardrop. Conley grabs the miss.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Another shot. Here's Jackson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Utah called for the foul. For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Web, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in a green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people at Ohio State and Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. Caspi, he's checked in for Jackson. Poked away. Crowder, the pass to Exum. Kicks to Rubio. Crowder feeling it out a bit. 4 on the shot clock to stop the drought. No good on the shot. And Memphis the other way now. To the inside. Crowder with the steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his first foul. .133 left in the first half of basketball. Exum kicks to Gobert. And the pass to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc.
Not much success from beyond the arc for them here. They should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Rubio's got the ball. The Jazz again can't hit it.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this court.
Mack finds Brooks. Shoots over Rubio. Good D by Rubio.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. It was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
First one falls for him.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
And both free throws good from Crowder. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Mack looking around. Parsons outside. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the length of Parsons often puts the D in a predicament. Hard to guard without fouling.
And that one falls for Parsons.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Both free throws good from Parsons.
Having signed some big free agent contracts in his career, Parsons has really only been held back by knee troubles.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Exum. It's stolen by Green. Caspi, that's for 2, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Caspi's got 6.
Smooth-looking catch-and-shoot jumper from Caspi. If the D is playing off of it, he loves making them look foolish.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Marc Gasol playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We're back with you here in Memphis, Tennessee. A gorgeous look at the skyline here in the birthplace of rock and roll. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Here's Mitchell. Jackson down low with Gasol. Garrett Temple is out there with Conley, and it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Rubio, drills the elbow jumper. Rubio's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Jazz. Memphis leading by 5. Conley, the pass to Gasol. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Mitchell against Conley. Mitchell's shot is good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Temple, covered by Mitchell. Favors against Jackson. Back to Temple from past the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Here's Temple, covered by Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Pass to Ingles. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Rubio. For the tie. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside Conley. Over to the left wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson finds Gasol. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Jazz trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gobert can't hit.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
Now, here's Ingles. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Conley feeling it out. On the wing, Jackson. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 9.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Conley. Mitchell passes to Rubio. Here's Favors. Anderson with the block. And they're able to recover. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ingles has got his second bucket.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
And it's Conley penetrating. Gasol. Out to Conley. Here's Anderson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. He's got 12.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Rubio finds Ingles. Knocked loose. Conley left side. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, man, the timing, the precision. Conley is ready to fire as soon as the ball hit his hands.
Rubio the pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Favors. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Gobert. 6th in blocks, 12th in shooting percentage. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. 2 on the clock. Udo trying to free himself up. The Jazz with another miss.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Utah calls timeout. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Now, he's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Jazz trail by 9. Rubio outside. The shot from the low post is good. Rubio's got 10.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Left side Anderson. Over Udo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Korver against Anderson. Mitchell dishes to Rubio. And Gasol sends it back. And he recovers it. Udo kicks to Rubio. Korver passes to Favors. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 3. Korver gets a wide open look. A three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Anderson finds Jackson. And the rejection by Favors. Mitchell outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Anderson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Korver kicks to Mitchell. Outside Favors. Rubio against Conley. And Udo with the stuff.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Jackson. Parsons comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Mike Conley. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Gasol outside. The rebound by the Jazz.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
The 3 from Korver. The second effort. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
The Jazz have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Utah. And here is Brooks. Stolen by Mitchell. Inside, here's Crowder, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And Mack kicks to Gasol. Brooks right side. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play. Yeah, Dylan Brooks, the Oregon product, taken in the second round of 2017. Ended up being a fantastic find for this team. He logged a lot of minutes on the floor as a rookie.
One shot.
That one misses for Brooks. And for the Grizzlies last year, there were some minutes to be had, and Brooks made the most of it.
I think Brooks was the lone bright spot for the Grizzlies last year. I mean, if you ask me, he showed great dependability for a second-round rookie. He's already proven that he is a player who deserves minutes in the rotation for the foreseeable future.
Now Brooks, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. Lock at 6. Green, the pass to Parsons. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Jazz trail by 4. Now here is Cephalosha. He has 6. Crowder kicks to Korver. Passes to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Outside for Korver. Pass to Mitchell. Cephalosha with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Udoh. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And Mack kicks to Gasol. Back to Mack. Tipped away. Clock at 4. Green. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Outside Crowder. Now the pass to Cephalosha. And Cephalosha with the jam.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
So Mack will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside. It's stolen by Udoh. In transition, here come the Jazz. Launches the 3. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut to just 1 on the basket from Korver.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
Now here's Matt. Memphis moving it around. And that one, good. 17 points for Marc Gasol.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Here's Cephalosha. He's got 8. Mitchell kicks to Cephalosha. Lets a floater go. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Brooks finds Green, and Green slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Here's Parsons. Rebound, Utah. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Brooks grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Parsons outside. Now here's Matt, covered by Mitchell. Over Udo, and there's Marc Gasol on the assist from Mack. Mack's got 4 assists now tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Korver, and JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Caspi, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Conley in for Brooks. Then for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert comes in for Udo. And it's Joe Ingles in for Kyle Korver. Mitchell right side. Ingles kicks to Crowder. Pass to Cephalosha. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Ingles. The second chance effort. Green with the block. They get it back. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Mitchell against Conley. Over Mitchell. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Memphis leading by 5, and Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. The forwards are Ingles and Crowder. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Cephalosha, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Jazz on D. Conley the pass to Green. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Now, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Jazz trail by 5. Now Rubio. Gobert down low, guarded by Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Conley gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Conley's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Rubio against Conley. Pass to Cephalosha. Conley against Gobert. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now here's Matt. Covered by Cephalosha. In the corner, Parsons with it. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Temple comes in for Mack. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And Temple kicks to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Favors. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Crowder against Green. Now here's Crowder. Tight defense on him to tie it up. Gobert down low. He's against Green. Gobert can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Ingles. Dishes it to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Out to Favors. Ingles against Anderson. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Favors, and he lays it straight in.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. There's the lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the wide open shot from Crowder, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
To the wing on the left. Here is Caspi. Fades. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Ingles finds Favors. The putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The pass to Conley. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Marcus All's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Utah with a change here, too. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jay Crowder. And here's Rubio. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Anderson dishes to Conley. Back to Anderson. Over Ingles. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's Rubio. He kicks it to Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Now Favors. And it's in there. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. Outside Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Anderson. Over Ingles. Off the left rim and out.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
They get it again. Jazz leading by 4. Mitchell outside. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Back to Favors. Mitchell passes to Favors. Mitchell outside. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 7-point Utah lead.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first, now he's got 1 in the second.
Rubio against Conley. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And now Utah, fast break for the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Gasol finds Conley. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Look how lethal Conley is from the mid-range. I mean, his sweet lefty stroke. Whew, nice.
Rubio dishes to Favors. Now, here's Mitchell. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Temple the pass to Jackson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw off from Jackson. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Rubio with it. Ingles kicks to Rubio. The dish to Mitchell. Lock at 6. Gobert trying to get open. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 20 points.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Outside Jackson. Stolen by Mitchell. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for Utah. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Conley. Outside Gasol. Back to Conley. Outside Gasol. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Jazz leading by 6. Now Rubio. Mitchell outside. That's tipped. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Temple. The offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. Oh,
good. Did you see that? And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
One shot.
And that one falls for Jackson. Utah calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
He's kept a lot of their possessions alive with his work on the offensive glass. You can't measure what that kind of effort means to a team. not just in terms of the second chances those rebounds create, but also for the example it sets.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Gasol finds Temple. Gobert with the block.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Here's Favors, and Jackson with the block. Conley against Rubio. Conley, the pass to Gasol. He dishes it to Temple. Ball's knocked loose. Mitchell outside. Fires from the wing. Bullseye. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Conley dishes to Anderson. Fires from deep. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Mike Conley.
He's a natural leader. And when it's a big possession, Conley comes alive and finds a way to deliver.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. .144 left in the fourth quarter. And Jackson with the block. Here's Temple. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Temple's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Mitchell outside. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And stolen by Favors. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 26.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Love the aggression with the ball game hanging in the balance.
Conley kicks to Temple. To take the lead. Laces one from 3.
When guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations, give this man his props.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 1. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Mitchell.
Yeah, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Conley against Rubio. Conley kicks to Jackson. Back to Conley. Count it!
And look at the calm attitude of Conley. Amazing at staying in control and coming through in the clutch.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. Right wing. Favors passes to Mitchell. Oh, no good.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Yeah, and this is the time to run the best play they got. I mean, the one set they've been holding on to all game. Now's the time to break it up.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Gasol. Over Rubio. Yes!
I like that feed from Gasol. I mean, when you've got your 5 moving the ball like that, it lifts everybody.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mark. Not the prettiest of games, but you got the job done. What was the difference down the stretch?
Getting stops. I thought we got good stops. We took away the pain. You know, we did multiple efforts. So we did a good job rebounding the ball and, you know, make a couple shots at the end, too.
Offense and defense equals W's. Thanks, Mark. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.